There are minority voters in Rochester, Syracuse, Albany, who, if they were in a similar situation in Brooklyn, it would be a violation of the Voting Rights Act. There's a $136 billion budget. We can find room there, or perhaps in the nearly $200 million member items we have in a typical year, to pay for this. Or maybe you cut the hours down state to noon, but to make them even. But that's just an example, because the comeback from Senator Schneiderman was, it's an unfunded mandate. That's just one example of how upstate is being taken advantage of. Also, most of the Senate was listening on property tax. Senator Schneiderman was not. There's a debate next week in Rochester. Senator Schneiderman is passing. So here's what's going to happen. Senator Schneiderman can win the Democratic primary. I concede that. I don't think Rice, I think she's fading fast. But Schneiderman can win it. But what's going to happen is he's going to lose to Dan Donovan. Now, Dan would not normally be a formidable candidate, but this year for Democrats, against this particular candidate, he can win. Why?
So you really think that Eric Schneiderman would lose to Dan Donovan, but you think he could win the primary?
Yeah, I'm trying to be completely candid with you and the viewers. Does he have a shot at winning the primary? Of course he does, because it probably will be low turnout. He does have significant union support, which in my view is already, the way he's acted, is foreshadowing the lack of independence he would have as AG, given some of the votes he's taken. But 46% of the vote in the general election is going to come from upstate. And what he is saying to upstate with his property tax vote is, I don't care about you. That's what he's saying about not coming to Rochester. He does touch and goes here and there and says but he's not even really trying upstate. I am running to be the Attorney General from Montauk to Niagara Falls. And as Democrats are really beginning to focus on the race now, I'm gaining ground.
Let me just ask you quickly, in closing,